Greetings, everyone. It is I, Bran. We're here today, becoming a true Fate fan by actually reading the visual novel. You may be wondering why are you reading the visual novel today, Bran? Well, that's because it's Shiro Day, as of the time of this stream. Yeah, we're gonna go as far as we can. I don't know how long that's gonna be, but we're gonna go just as long as we possibly can, as long as we can stand it. Like, some sort of, like, endurance stream, if you would. Yeah, so... Without any further ado, let us begin. I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body and fire my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death, nor known to life, have withstood pain to create many weapons. Yet, those hands will never hold anything. So, as I pray, unlimited blade works! It's such a cool chant. It's like so, like... It makes, like, not a lot of sense, but, like, it's really cool. When I came to, I was in a burning field. I guess there was a big fire. The familiar town had turned to ashes, and it looked like the remains of a battlefield. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna speed the text up a little bit. The familiar town had turned to ashes and it looked like the remains of a battlefield from a movie. But that didn't last long either. The fire had died down by the time the sun rose. The tall wall of flames had shortened and most of the buildings had fallen. It felt strange being the only that place that still had its original form. I was the only one still alive around there. I must have really been lucky, or my house was built in a very lucky spot. I don't know which it is, but the point is, I was the only one left alive. I felt that since I survived, I should live on. I started walking aimlessly, because I thought it would be dangerous just to stay there. I wasn't really concerned about getting burnt up like the people lying around me. Probably because, over and above not wanting to be like them, I had a stronger feeling in my mind. But still, I had no time for hope. It was already a wonder I was still alive, so I couldn't expect to be saved. I won't survive. Whatever happens, I won't be able to escape from this red world. It was such an absolute hell that even a small child would understand it. And I collapsed. Was it because there was no air? Was it because there was no function left in my body? Anyway, I collapsed and stared up at the clouded sky. Everything around me was burned up, and I could see many shriveled people. The dark clouds loomed overhead, telling me it would rain soon. That's good. Fire will be put out once it rains. In the end, I sighed deeply and looked up at the sky. I say to myself that it hurts. I say so on behalf of all the people who couldn't even say so. That was 10 years ago. After that, I was miraculously saved. My body survived. But I think all the other things about me burnt up and were reduced to ashes. You take away a child's parents, home, and all such things. There's nothing left for him. That's why there was only my body. I think it's a simple story. In other words, in order to let my body live, my heart died. Well, I'm dreaming. Huh? I squint my eyes at the white light. So bright, I think. It was just the light entering my eyes when I woke up, but I'm not used to it. I probably didn't even understand what the bright light meant. Huh? When my eyes focused, I'm surprised. I'm lying on an unfamiliar bed in an unfamiliar room. I'm surprised, but the room is so white and clean that I feel safe. Where am I? I look around. The room is big and there are many beds. A person is in each bed and everyone seems to be hurt. But nothing feels ill in this room. Everyone who's hurt is someone who was saved. I relax and let my eyes wander. Outside the window, bright blue sky was unbelievably beautiful. After a few days, I finally understood. I could clearly remember what had happened in the past few days. Even so, I was no different from a newborn baby. Not just a metaphor, it was close to the truth. Anyway, it was a terrible fire. Excuse me. I had been saved from it, was in the hospital with my body wrapped in bandages, and my parents were gone. I didn't get the situation, but I vaguely understood that I was alone. I think I understood quickly. Well, there was nothing but there was nothing but children in similar situations around me, so all I could do was absorb the fact. And after that, that man came, right as I was beginning to worry what would happen next to me next. He came on the day my bandages were taken off and I was able to eat without help. Wrinkled coat and uncombed hair. The man, a bit younger than the doctor, felt more like a big brother than a father. Hello, you must be Shiro-kun. A smile that seems to melt into the white sunlight. I think it was a suspicious voice, but a very kind voice. I'll ask you directly. Which would you prefer? Go to an orphanage, or to be adopted by this man you'd never seen before? That man was saying that he could adopt me. When I asked him if he was a relative of mine, he said he was just a stranger. He looked like an unreliable guy with no future. Damn, harsh. But it made no difference, as I knew nothing about either one, him or the orphanage. So I decided to go with him. I see. That's good. Get ready then. You should get used to your new place as fast as you can. The guy quickly started packing up my stuff. His packing wasn't very good, even in the eyes of a child. Then, after making a big mess... Oh, I forgot to mention something important. I have to tell you one thing before you come with me. Is that okay? He turns to me lightheartedly and says, Yeah. To start off with, I'm a sorcerer. He says it in a serious, exaggerated tone. It happened in an instant. I'm gonna think of it now. I really was a child back then. I automatically believed those words. Wow, you're awesome! I guess I said so with bright eyes. Since that time, I became his child. Actually, I don't remember what I said back then. But my father would always talk about that day. He would remember and retell the story again and again. So for my father, Emiya Kuritsugu, that might have been the happiest day of his life. So, I guess it was strange for my father to tell me that he was a sorcerer. But I was strange as well for admiring that. And thus I became an adopted son, and my last name became Emiya. Emiya Shiro. When I said my name, I was really proud of having the same last name as Kuritsugu. I'm dreaming. A story from my childhood. It was when I finally convinced my father to make me his student. That must have been about 8 years ago. When I was old enough to stay at home by myself, Kuritsugu started to leave the house on a regular basis. He would say in his normal tone that he would travel the world, and began to act on those words. That's how it was after that. It was normal for him to leave the house empty for a few months. He sometimes wouldn't come home for half a year. The Emiya house is a big Japanese-style house, and Kiritsugu and I were the only ones living there. I was perplexed in this house at times, as it was too big for a child. But still, I liked my life here. Emiya Kiritsugu would come home from his journeys and tell me lots of stories like a child. And the child who shared his last name would be at home waiting for those stories. I was always alone in the house, but that loneliness would all fade away with the stories he brought back. The father who was always chasing his dreams like a kid. His attitude was so astounding that he always seemed dazzling to me. That might be why I wanted to be like him someday. Well, on top of that, looking at my ever-dreaming father, I felt like I should become reliable myself. Fate's Day night. One day. One day. One day. One. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Alright, I'm back. Uh, I hear a sound. I hear a heavy, old, rusty sound as the door opens. The light enters the dark shed. Uh, my mind waking up. Senpai, are you awake? Feels the cold air and the approaching footsteps. Good morning, Sakura. Ah, yes, good morning, Senpai. Sakura smiles and nods as if she's accustomed to this situation. Senpai, it's morning already. You have some more time, but Fujimura-sensei will get mad if you stay asleep in here. Oh, you're right. Thanks for coming to wake me up. It's no problem at all. You're always up so early. I can only come and wake you up like this occasionally. What? Sakura seems more upbeat than usual this day, as if she's happy about something. Really? I think you wake me up quite often. Though Fujimi often hits me to wake me up, so I'd rather have you wake me up. Well, I'll try harder next time. I answer her with a sleepy head. I don't know what I'm saying with my mind not fully awake. Alright, but I'm happier when you don't try. Sakura is giggling. Yeah, I guess my head was still dozing and I said something weird. Give me a second, I'll wake up. Taking a deep breath, I clear my mind. The cold outdoor air helps in situations like this. The chill works well to beat the sleepiness out of my head. In front of me is Mato Sakura, my junior at school. This place is a shed behind my house, and the time is 6 o'clock. Senpai? Yeah, I'm awake now. Sorry, I guess I did it again. I had to help you cook breakfast, too. It's fine. You were up late last night, right? Oh, you should take your time in the morning. I'll get you breakfast ready. Sakura says so in a happy tone. Than usual, Sakura really seems to be in a good mood this morning. I can't let you do that. I'll get up right now, so let's go to the kitchen together. Alright, I'm all set. Let's go, Sakura. Senpai? Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. But I think you should change before you go to the house. Oh. That said, I looked down at myself. I fell asleep while I was working, so I'm still wearing my overalls. Just imagining Shiro in overalls. Being my work clothes, they're pretty dirty. I can't imagine what Fujimi would say if I went into the house like this. I guess I'm not awake yet. I'm a bit out of it this morning. That could be, so rest here for a bit. I'll take care of breakfast, and, you know, if you keep this place a mess, Fuji-sensei will get mad at you. You're right. I'll go after I get changed. You go on ahead. Yes, I'll be waiting, senpai. Sakura leaves. Well, I have to change my school uniform and clear up this mess. The shed is built on the edge of our yard, and just as it seems, it's a warehouse where we put all of our junk in. But for me, this is the place of treasures I've enjoyed messing with things since I was a kid. Father didn't allow me to go into the shed, but I always sneaked in here. That's improper grammar. Always snuck in here. As a result, it became my base. For me, Emiya Shiro, I guess you could call this place my real room. The big Emiya household doesn't suit me, and I can only relax in this space full of junk. Besides, it's a waste. Even if it's junk, you can still use it. Okay, hoarder. Most of the things in here are appliances that can't be used anymore. Did I bring in all the junk here because I like the place, or did I come to like it here because of all the junk? Anyway, since I was always sneaking in here, it became my hobby to fix the broken things. It's not like I get attached to things. It just annoys me to not use the things that could still be used. Oh, what's going on? Uh-oh, did the stream crash? Oh, no, we're good. Oh boy, it's gonna bode well. It's not like it gets dashed. I think I'm just always be done. Yeah. And just like that, I was fixing up the stove all last night. I guess I'll finish this tomorrow. It seems I don't have enough concentration, seeing as how I fell asleep halfway. I shake off the feeling of disappointment in myself. I gather up all the parts of the stove and put them on the shelf full of things waiting to be fixed. There are no spaces on the shelf full of things awaiting repair. An old VCR awaits after the stuff. Oh my god, I cannot read. An old VCR awaits after the stove. I guess I'll ignore the fact that Fujini broke both of them. Alright. I changed into my uniform. This place is like my room, and it holds all changes of clothes along with the other things I need. It also has lots of blueprints and junk, the results of failures from when I do my training. There's also some kind of old design inscribed on the floor, like an altar or something. Huh, wonder what that's all about. Anyway, well, let's get started today. Let's get today started. Clapping my hands in a prayer to the shed, I head to the house. I emerge from the shed. The Emiya house is a Japanese-style house on the outskirts of town. My father wasn't much of a respected person in town, but he somehow still had this huge house. That on its own is a mystery, but it also seems he didn't have any relatives in Japan. That's why the house became mine and no one else's when my father died. Although, to be honest, I don't have that kind of management ability. Old man Fujimura is in charge of complicated things like inheritance and property taxes. Old man Fujimura is the big landlord in this neighborhood. According to father, the old man's like a Yakuza boss. Of course, this is just prejudice. What? He's not... Oh! Oh, I see! I did not know that! He is not like a Yakuza boss, he is a Yakuza boss. Well, that's a problem in itself, but I prefer to ignore it. It's certainly true that he's energetic and scary, but he's actually not that bad of a person. It really helps me that he pays a lot when I tune up the motorcycle he likes to ride. Anyway, that's why I'm the only one living in this big house. It's been 5 years since father died. The days have passed quickly. I sigh, thinking about how much I've grown in those 5 years. I trained every day to be like Kiritsugu, but it's not easy in reality. It's natural because I had no talent to begin with. But what can be said about having no improvement at all in 5 years? Sum up the present in one sentence, my goal so far was so far away that I'm not even able to see I'm not even at the starting line yet. No, I guess it won't be any good to rush. For now, I have to do what I can. Well then. Right now, I should... I'll go finish my daily routine. The Emiya house has a big dojo. It was built when the house was built. It was only intended as a hobby, but so the dojo wasn't built for any particular purpose. Well, I'll warm up a bit before breakfast. I'm not really studying martial arts, but since father told me if you want to be like me, you'll have to train your body first. It became my daily routine to work out. Oh yeah, getting those mage grinds. Getting those mage gains. 99, 100. I finished my routine setups and changed out of my gi into my uniform. I slept in this morning, so I cut short on my workout. Some setups with no stretching would be enough. I'm not the kind to build up a lot of muscle, and it's not like I want to get into a fight. All I need is enough athletic ability to handle sudden accidents, and to move as I wish when I have to. After all, the thing I want to become is the complete opposite of an athlete. Oh, this late already? I put the sweaty gi into the laundry basket. It's 6:20. In this house, even this is a late time for breakfast. Breakfast is already prepared. I can smell the elegant scent of breakfast befitting Sakura. Breakfast is ready, senpai! Yeah, thanks. Sorry you had to do more work because I slept in. No, it's no work at all. Besides, you didn't sleep in. This is early for you since you're not in any clubs. Clubs have nothing to do with it. When you bring clubs into it, you have to wake up early to come here when you have morning practice. No, I'm doing this because I want to. So please, don't worry about my club. For me, waking up early is waking up before Sakura gets here, and sleeping in is when Sakura is making Sakura prepare breakfast on her own, like today. Though this has only been a habit for a year and a half now, or so. Hehe, senpai, you always put too much weight on these things. Mitsuzuri senpai always says you're so honest, it's annoying. Sakura smiles as if remembering it. Mitsuzuri is the captain of the archery club Sakura is in, and someone I have a lot of acquaintance with. Huh, is she still complaining to you about me? Yes, she's working very hard every day to beat you in the archery before she graduates. Jeez, she must be better than me by now. She's just glorifying the memories? I don't mind people thinking highly of me, but I guess it depends on who they are. Mitsuzuri-senpai hates losing, so she probably thinks of you as a rival. Senpai? Sakura puts rice into a bowl as she talks. It's almost 6:30. The archery club's morning practice starts at 7. It's not mandatory, but she can't afford to take it easy. Fujini will be here soon. I guess it's her fault for not getting here on time. Well, Sakura, let's go ahead and start eating. Yes, here you go, senpai. Sakura hands me the bowl with a smile. Then, I'm used to this every morning, but her white fingers catch my eye. How can I put this? It's troubling. She must be maturing, as she seems really feminine these days. Her casual movements are beautiful, and she often takes my breath away. Perhaps it's a reaction to not feeling anything for her until now, but I'm noticing more and more feminine characteristics in her. Oh, Shiro. Senpai, is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Don't worry, it's nothing. Honestly, why am I feeling tense around my friend's sister? My good friend's sister. She's a good underclassman and a junior I need to take care of. First of all, the relationship between me and Mato Sakura is just that of senpai and junior. She's the sister of a close friend of mine, but since she's a grade below me, we weren't that close. That all changed a year and a half ago into this cooperative kind of relationship. Sakura came to cook when I was injured, and after that, I think we just ended up like this. I think we intended to do it until my injury healed, but some trivial thing came up to make her stay with it. Anyway, Sakura was a good cook, perfect at cleaning and doing laundry. It's a big help to have her helping around here in the mornings. But it's been a bit troubling recently. The problem is not in Sakura, but me. Frankly, Sakura is beautiful. Shiro. Why must you be like this? She's one of the best looking first years, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of guys who would want to date her. And on top of that, she's been growing in certain places recently, and some of her casual gestures have started to catch my eye. Shiro, please! That's what I mean by a small problem. Maybe I'm just feeling guilty about being attracted to my friend's sister. Usually I'm fine, but when I'm caught off guard like this, just now I blush. Does this make me an unsuitable senpai? Breakfast is placed on the table. A perfect breakfast consisting of chicken salad, cooked salmon, spinach, radish, and carrot miso soup, and yam soup. Itadakimasu. Sakura and I bow and start our meal quietly. Sound of our chopsticks echo. Sakura isn't the talkative type, and I'm not very versatile enough to talk while eating. Naturally, mealtimes are quiet. Usually it's louder, but today the loud person is... She must have been watching spy movies last night, as she's eyeing us while hiding behind a newspaper. Fujimura-sensei, don't you think you shouldn't read the newspaper during meals? Fujini ignores Sakura's question. She's acting weird, but Fujini always acts suspicious in suspicious ways during breakfast. Sakura must be used to it as she continues to eat with no particular care. Sakura prefers to make Western foods. She learned to cook Japanese foods after she started coming here to help. Fujini and I prefer Japanese, so Sakura learned to make Japanese food for our breakfast. Now she's so good that she's almost surpassed me, her teacher. The salmon is especially good as it's cooked to perfection. Her miso soup is tasty, and she's shown some capacity for even making yam soup by grinding yams. Yams. Actually, I think this is the first time she's made it. Sorry, Sakura, could you pass me the soy sauce? There you... Oh, wait, Sensei. Wait, Senpai, your soy sauce is empty. Fujini's would do. Then, can you get it? May I, Fujimura-sensei? Fujini nods. The newspaper trembles. There you go. Are you going to be using it on the yam soup? Yeah, you usually put soy sauce on yam soup, right? Soy sauce on yam soup. I put the soy sauce onto the white yam soup. After stirring it, I put it in the rice and take a bite. The stickiness of the yam and the taste of the soy sauce. Ah! This is terrible. This is oyster sauce. I almost throw it back up. And then... Fujini throws her newspaper away. How's that? It was my plan to switch the labels earlier this morning. The female spy throws up her arms to show her happiness. What are you thinking? You're always like this, even though you're turning 25 this year. Ooh! Oof! I'm older than Fujimura. Oh no. Did it teach you a lesson for what you did yesterday? It's divine justice for picking on me with everyone else. Divine justice doesn't come from people. I thought you were calm, but this is what you were thinking about? That's right. That's why I have to go and start grading exams now. Yep, I should hurry up. Fujini sits back down and finishes her breakfast, quickly. Thank you. Breakfast was lovely as always, Sakura-chan. Ah, thank you, Sensei. I'm going on ahead then. I'll get mad if you two are late. And she runs off. There's something wrong with a world in which that thing is a teacher. Sensei? Senpai? Sorry about that. Fujini didn't really take the time to enjoy your breakfast. No, it's not that. Did you do something to her yesterday? It just seems a bit too much for Fujimura-sensei to play with food. Well, yeah, I accidentally called her by her nickname. I guess it can't be helped in that case. You didn't apologize to her, did you, Senpai? Sorry, I forgot since it happens all the time. You mustn't. Fujimura-sensei doesn't like you calling her so, Senpai. You made her cry again, didn't you? I made her run away, too. Yesterday's English lesson was a self-study because of it. And I was awarded a student honor written on no paper, but I threw it away. Geez, it's all your fault then. Oh. Fujini's like a big sister for Sakura, so she's basically on Fujini's side. That's good in its own way, but I wish you'd consider a situation where I have to deal with Fujini's 24/7. Fujini was originally an acquaintance of Father's, and she's been coming to the house a lot since I was adopted. She started to show up even more after Father died, and now she's almost independent, eating breakfast and dinner with me. No, maybe she's why I was able to make it on my own every day after my father died. Fujini, Sakura, and I are now residents of the Emiya household. But I'm the only one that knows my father was a mage. Magus. I guess it said that Magi must hide their identities. That's why I've been hiding the fact that I'm learning magic ever since I became my father's student. I say that I'm learning, but I can't even cast a single magic spell properly. With this kind of a skill, it wouldn't make much difference whether I hide it or not. But because it was how my father wanted things, I trained secretly since then. Oh man, I am sorry, man. The smoke around here has been congesting me up. It's just like a torrent of just snot. I mean, uh Fusuki it makes the fire at the beginning look like the all the big rail snot at the end of Fate Zero. Makes that look like just a little bit of like a little bit of dribble. Anyway, I finished breakfast and prepared for school. I cleaned the dishes with Sakura while listening to the news on TV. Sakura is staring at the TV screen. Over the screen runs an exaggerated teletype reading, "Gas leak accident continue." It seems there was a big accident in the neighboring town of Shinto. It happened in a building in the business district. It seems a whole floor of people ran out of oxygen and fell unconscious. They call it a gas leak, but this type of kind of accident is happening often recently. Are you worried about the news, Sakura? No, not really. I just thought it's near Senpai. Your workplace is in Shinto, right? Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I don't think an accident like that would happen there. But it's not a risk I can completely ignore. Gas leaks can happen in any building. And on top of that, it hurts to think that hundreds of people are suffering. It's said that the accidents are happening often because of a defective construction work during the rapid development of Shinto. Whether that's true or not, I certainly don't want any more victims. It is dangerous, so I have to be careful here too. Oh, don't worry, Senpai. I check the gas twice every time. Sakura boasts with pride. No, that's not the point. Yeah, I thought so before, but Sakura's a bit off too. Senpai, did you lock the back door? I did, I bolted it. Is there a problem? Not at all. I'll lock the door. I'll lock the front door now. Will you be home today, Senpai? I think I'll be a bit late. What about you, Sakura? I'll be back at the usual time. I'll probably be here earlier, so I'll start getting dinner ready. Yeah, that'll help. I'll try to come home early too. We lock the gate. Sakura and Fujini also have keys to my house, and the rule is the last person out locks up. Let's go. You don't want to be in the miss morning practice unless we hurry. Yes, let's hurry then, Senpai. We walked to the town together. Passing a long wall and going downhill, we reached the residential district. My house is on top of the hill, far away from the center of town. Going down the hill takes us to the residential district, and beyond that, we reach the crossroads at the center of this town. Oh hey, it's that bridge! From here, there are many roads. A big bridge leading to the neighboring city. A hill road that leads to Ryudo Temple. The residential district on the other side of town. The shopping district Sakura and I always use. And the school we're heading to right now. We head for the school without stopping elsewhere. We don't talk much as we walk up the hill. It's still 7 o'clock, there are many others on the road. Other than us, all you can see are a few others heading to their morning practices. Well, see ya, have fun at your club. I part with Sakura at the school gate like usual. Sakura's in the archery club, so we have to part here in the morning. Today, Sakura doesn't go. Sakura, are you not feeling well today? No, it's not that. Well, would you like to come to the dojo? No, I've got business. The smoke, it's killing me. Ugh. Ugh. No, I got no business there. Anyway, Issei asked for me, so I have to go to the student council room today. I see. Sorry for troubling you then. Sakura bows. I'll be going now. Please look forward to dinner tonight. Sakura runs off like she's ashamed of something. Huh? I wonder what that was all about. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure everything at home is fine. Hey, Issei, you there? I am, but you're a bit late today, Emiya. Must have been studying as Issei looks up from the paper he's reading. Just you, Issei? Where are the others? Shouldn't they be here now as well? No, unfortunately, our members are very businesslike. They have their set work hours and don't want to come in early or stay late. That's why the student council president is doing the routine duties himself, huh? I guess this place has its own problems. No, it's the kind of problem I like. You don't need to pity me. Huh? No, I wasn't pitying you or anything. I'm not happy about that either, but I'll pretend I didn't hear it. It still means that you care. Issei, who is organizing the papers he was reading, is the big boss of the student council room. He's the guy trying his best to reform the lax student council, and he's been a friend of mine ever since first year. His full name is Ryudo Issei. Despite his old-fashioned name, he has elegant features and he's really popular with the girls. And he's also the student council president. So you think he'd have the time you think he'd take it to it like a duck to water, but hot tea certainly is a good way to start the morning. He's just sipping tea like this, so he's not that firm. As you can see, Issei has a plain personality. Easily misunderstood, but he doesn't involve himself in love affairs, nor engage in normal student recreations. It's because he's the successor of the Ryudo Temple up in the mountains. He's fine with that idea, so there's a good chance he'll shave his head when he graduates. So, what am I doing today? Well, I'd like you to sit down and take a rest first, but I guess we don't have time to, so I'll explain as we go. So bring your usual tools and follow me. Frankly, our school budget is completely unbalanced. I know, the athletics clubs are favored, and other clubs don't get much, right? Amen! Right, as a result, members of other clubs are in trouble. I'm working hard to make the budget go to them, but I'm having trouble because it's not clear where the money's going. In particular, there's no solution for the shortage of heaters during winter. I see. Oh, can you hand me the torque screwdriver? The biggest one, and the conductive wire, too. Yeah, I should be able to fix this. Conductive wire? Is this it? Sorry, I don't know exactly. Tell me if I'm wrong. You're right. So, what was all that about the shortage of heaters? Are there other broken ones? Yes, in the second AV room and the art club, the petition requesting new stoves are multiplying. This smoke is killing me, dude. Oh my god. But there's just not enough budget to meet the band. Huh, as I thought it was just getting cold. Good thing it's not broken on the inside. Oh wait, that was Shiro. Oops. You think it can be fixed, Emiel? Yep, in cases like this, old things are nice because they're easy to understand. It's just a shorted connection, so it should last the whole year if we replace that. I see! Good job, Emiel! I'm always so pleased when you're reliable. You're wording it weirdly, Issei. Oh, I'll be finished soon. Could you wait outside for a bit? Alright, I'll be out of your way. Issei leaves the room quietly. It seems he assumes that I'm going to do something delicate. Well, it's delicate, but... I placed my hand on the old electric heater. Usually, even if you're used to fixing things, it's hard to figure out what's wrong just by looking at it. So the fact that I figured it out means that what I'm doing is not ordinary. I block off my vision and look inside the heater with my sense of touch. In that moment, an image appears in my head. There are two places where the wires are about to break. The pipe should last a bit longer. Insulation tape should be enough for the power cord. Good, I can fix this with the tools I have with me. If the pipe were broken, it couldn't have been fixed by an amateur. If that had been the case, I would have been able to strengthen it in a very unamateurish way. But in this case, I'll just be looking at the tool will suffice. That is the magic Miyashiro learned from Kiritsugu. Alright, let's begin. I take the cover off and start to work. I already know where it's broken, so the rest is easy. This is the only thing I'm good at. That's right, and Miyashiro has no talent for magic. Although it doesn't take much to make up for it. Hold up, 1 second.
Huh. How's it going? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just clearing all the snot from my sinuses from the smoke.
Oh, yeah. So smoky out. Hey, it drizzled a little bit. You never know. Hey, it could be coming.
Hey, who knows? It might stop.
Yeah, maybe. It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Oh my god, please rain tomorrow. Here's rain. Here, I'm gonna share screen with you. This should work, right? That's black screen.
Well, it won't. Let's see.
How does that look?
Black
screen?
It's loading, so.
Oh, I see.
Streaming viewing currently has reduced video audio network conditions. But why? But why? Who would curse me with such a fate? Stay night.
Who indeed? Oh, let's go! He said the thing. Is it working yet?
It's loading. Let me stop watching and then maybe watch.
I could also mess around with it a bit.
Perhaps. So how has Fate Stay visual novel been so far?
It's been going good. Did the morning stuff where it's like, man, Fujiwara, she did the soy sauce, man.
Yes,
she switched the
I do
soy
remember
sauce.
that.
Yeah. Okay, that should work. If I just stream OBS.
There it is. I see it.
All right. I'll let you take over for the next character that shows up.
Sure.
In fact, when I first figured out a structure and reproduced it, my father looked surprised and said, "What a useless ability." Damn, thanks, Kiritsugo. I guess
that sucks.
I guess my strong point isn't a useful ability. According to my father, it's already a waste of effort to perceive the structure with my eyes. For a real magus, there's no need to understand every corner of a structure like I just did. They say that the battle of magus comes in reading the center, the core of things instantaneously, and changing it faster than anything else. That's why reading the structure is a waste of effort. As even if you do understand the structure, all you do is determine where the magical energy is more easily transmitted. So all in all, it turns out my strong point is just in fixing things like this.
It's not a bad ability.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty helpful. I don't have to open them up to look for damage. Yeah, see exactly.
What alternate route of fate has Shiro just becoming an engineer?
That's a good question.
None of this magic bullshit. I'm gonna go to engineering school and become an engineer. Good end.
Man, the Grail War, man, that's crazy. Saber, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go
build a house.
I'm gonna go fix some houses. If I can quickly search for the broken parts and have the skills to repair them, most things can be fixed. Although that's the only case for simple things that can be fixed with amateur knowledge. Done. On to the next one. I pack away the conducting wire that I used and go out into the hallway with a screwdriver and wrench in hand. Issei, the repairs are done. But in the hallway is someone else, apart from Issei, a girl.
Ew.
I'm a bit surprised. The person talking to Issei is Tosaka Rin from Class 2A. She's a lady.
What is this, some sort of woman?
She's a lady who lives in a big mansion on top of the hill. A perfect honor student. Good-looking, smart, athletic, and faultless. She's intelligent, well-mannered, and modest about her looks. Yeah, modest. Okay. People say she's the ideal. People say she's the ideal woman. So it hardly needs to be said that the guys at my school treat her like an idol. Though in Tosaka's case, she's so perfect that she's considered unreachable. It's commonly believed that only teachers and guys like Issei can even talk to her. Well, to be honest, I'm a guy too. So I'm one of Tosaka Rin's admirers.
To be honest, I'm also a guy.
Tosaka looks at us as if she's in a bad mood. It seems true that she and Issei don't get along. Here, I'll do Issei, you do Rin?
Sure.
Sorry, Emiya, I'm the one who asked for help, but it seemed you've You're doing all the work. Forgive me. Wow. Issei's an amazing man, talking like that and ignoring Tosaka. Don't worry about it. So, where's next? There's not much time left. Yeah, the AV room is next. It seems it's been working badly for a while. But now it finally died. Yeah, it can't be fixed if it's dead. It would just be quicker to buy a new one. True, but it would help if you took a look at it. It might be dead to my eyes, but only faking it to yours. I see. Well, let's take a look. There's only about 30 minutes left until homeroom. I'll have to hurry if I'm going to fix it. Oh.
And she evaporates.
I start to the AV room with Issei, but it's impolite to ignore her completely when we met like this. I turn back to Tosaka, who's been standing in the daze. You're up early, Tosaka. I make an honest comment and then follow Issei.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
You're up early. Leaves.
We barely made it. Thank you, Emiya. I caused you so much trouble again. I would be a failure as a friend if I made you late doing things for me. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal for me to be late. Though I guess it would be bad for you to be. Indeed. Well, I'm glad we made it. Issei heads to his seat, relieved. It's exactly 8 o'clock. The first homeroom bell is rung, so Fujini should be here in about 5 minutes. Phew! 1 second.
Don't worry, the entire outside is just on fire.
Man, anyway. I'm a bit out of breath since I ran here from the AV room. Taking a deep breath, I head to my seat. Hey, it's you! It's you!
Oh, am I reading this?
Yeah, you're Shinji.
Oh, I'm Shinji?
Yeah, you're
okay.
Shinji.
You're so noisy in the mornings, Emiya. I was wondering what you'd be doing since quitting the club. Oh my gosh, all the pixels. Okay, since quitting the club, but all you've been doing is helping out Ryudo? It's not my concern. But you don't do anything to bring the club into disrepute, okay? You better. You're pretty uncommitted after all.
Mato Shinji, a friend of mine from middle school, is standing in front of my seat.
Is he a friend of yours, Shiro?
Yeah, he's a good friend. As you can tell from his last name, he's Sakura's brother, who's 1 year older than her. Yo! Is the archery club doing well, Shinji?
Of course, there's no point in telling an outsider, but it's been peaceful since a certain attention hog left. We'll do well in the next competition.
I see. Misuzuri must be working hard.
Huh? You're talking rubbish. The archery club is doing well because of me. You're just an outsider, Emiya. So you'll just embarrass yourself if you talk like you know anything about it.
I see. I'll be careful. But I won't have any concerns with the archery club since I don't have any business there. I put my bag on my desk and pull out the chair.
What's that about? You're saying you're not interested in my archery club?
I said business, not interest. It'd be weird to go there when I'm an outsider, right? But tell me if there's something comes up. I'll help out if there's anything I can do to help out. I'll help if there's anything I can help with. You weren't good at fixing bows and bowstrings, right?
Oh, thanks. I'll call you if there's any work to be done. Though, I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, that's good. You're not captain material if you leave work that needs to be done. Don't give Fujimura-sensei too much trouble. She's scary when you piss her off.
Huh? Mind your business. You're an outsider, so keep away from the dojo. Keep away from the dojo, Shinji.
Keep away from my dojo. Shinji returns.
You dare enter my dojo?
Shinji returns to his seat in his usual manner. He seemed even more irritated than usual today. Oh, what a guy. How can he talk like that when he's the one who drove you out? Oh, you were here, Issei?
That's kind of the plot of the entire Fate series, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're here, Issei?
What do you mean? You're so cold saying that to a friend who was listening in out of concern.
Yeah, but you're not a real friend like my best friend Shinji.
Huh? Why would you do that? I'm not doing anything that would make you worry about me. Idiot, of course I'd worry about you. You're the sort of to lose your temper easily. Some people would cheer if you beat Shinji up, but all the girls would condemn you. It's not good to let a friend get into a situation like that. I see, you're right now that you mention it. Thanks, Issei. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I'm grateful for your concern. Yes, well, as long as you understand, but it's strange. You lose your temper easily, but you're tolerant to Mato. Yeah, that's just his style. You get used to it if you hang out with him for a long time.
You should not hang out with him for a long time.
I see. Yeah, if you understand, go back to your seat, Fujimura-sensei will fly in here any second now. Haha, it's more like her to come floating in than flying in. Oh yeah, by the way, Fujiwara's dad is literally a Yakuza boss.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I guess.
I didn't know about that.
Explains how he owns a mansion, I guess.
The homeroom bell rings. The homeroom teacher usually would come in 5 minutes early, but our homeroom teacher isn't like that. For class 2C, homeroom starts 1 minute after the bell rings. Right when we hear, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! And Fujini runs into the classroom. Alright, I made it. Good morning, everyone! Wham! Fujini
where's my cigarettes? I need to teach class.
Fujini falls over with a terrible sound. The classroom is filled with silence in contrast to the clamor from a second ago. A sudden change of atmosphere. Just as you'd expect from Fujini, her nickname of Human Jet Coaster isn't just for show.
It's a pretty cool name, though.
That is a pretty cool name. But that was a bad hit. Fujini is still on the ground, having hit her head on the platform.
She's dead.
You can't see her expression with her head facing ground. So it gives you a bad mental image. Hey, front row, wake her up. What? I don't want to. I'm scared she'll bite me if I go near her. She's not a mimic or anything. She won't go that far. Hey, if you're saying that, why don't you do it? I'll pass. I'm not used to this. Me neither. Why would you go make a girl do it? A guy should do it. Ugh. The front row is getting noisy. As we're in the middle rows, we can't see what sort of state Fujini is in. We can't tell, so we all stand up to take a look.
For the love of God, she's hit her head. Please help her.
Hey, she's not moving. Has she passed out? Someone asks. If so, the problem should be how to get her to the nurse's office. Everyone here is a warrior who has been with Fujini for over the past year. They probably want to get out of the habit of taking their teacher to the nurse's office. Fujimura-sensei, are you alright? A brave female student calls out to her. Fujini doesn't even twitch. A sense of worry runs through the room. God, help her! That was a bad fall. She hit her head right on the platform. She had to be invincible to come out of that without a scratch. How about getting her for a baseball club? Don't even joke about that. The day that she's in charge of us, we get into the regionals. Fujimura-sensei, it's no good. There's no response. The smoke is killing me.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, why don't you wake her up since you're in front of her? What? No way. If she really is dead, I'd be killed. But things will get bad later if we leave her like this. But no one wants to go near her. I guess it can't be helped. We'll have to That? Yeah, that. Alright. All our hearts become one. Well, not Shinji and I, because we're too scared. 1, 2, wake up, Tiger! Even though everyone said at the same time, it's only as loud as a whisper. The Tiger part is especially quiet. But still. A twitch. The silent Fujini reacts. Whoa, she moved? It's working, everyone! Alright, continue the punishment. Everyone must be stressed from the impending exams. Even though they shouldn't, they repeat Fujini's nickname, while waving their arms. Wake up, Tiger, it's morning! Sensei, you're the Tiger if you don't wake up! Don't give up, Tiger, stand up, Tiger! Yeah, wake up, Sensei, you'll be a true Tiger! 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 Ah! Don't call me Tiger! A roar of lightning. She stands brave.
Whoa! She has a fate seal on her hand. Wow! Look at that.
Wow. Damn. So she was
the extra servant. Who knew?
Who knew? All along.
Anyway, sorry.
She stands bravely, as if the fall was nothing before. Huh? What are you all doing? You can't stand up in the middle of hall room. Come on, sit down. I'll get started. Fujini stands before everyone in her usual manner. It seems all memories from the moment she entered the classroom have fled her head. Hey, it seems Tiger doesn't remember what happened. Lucky, we're really fortunate this morning. Well, I don't know if that's what I'd call lucky. Everyone returns to their seats, chatting. Huh? Did someone make fun of me? No, we didn't. Maybe you imagined it. Alright, good. Then I'll start a homeroom, so listen up. Fujini starts homeroom slowly. She chats in between announcements so we don't get through it very fast. So everyone, note the curfew. It's at 6 o'clock, so people with club activities shouldn't stay too late either. What? 6 o'clock is too early, Taiga-sensei. Can't the athletic clubs be exempted? Nope. And please, address your teachers, Fujiwara-sensei. I'll get mad if you call me that again. Alright, I'll be careful. He sits down again, not showing any signs of listening to her. How stupid of him. Fujini gets mad when she says she will. It makes no difference that he's a student and that she's a teacher. He doesn't realize that she just gave him a final warning. Well, that's it for today's homeroom. Let's meet again in English class. Let's meet again. The cigarettes. Let's meet again in English class in third period, everyone. Fujini leaves, waving her hand. She's the teacher responsible for Class 2C, Fujiwara Taiga. Her nickname is Tiger. You might doubt it, but it's really her nickname.
I don't doubt it that much.
People like calling her so since she has a name like Taiga, even though she's a woman. But Fujini herself hates the nickname. According to her, it's unfeminine. But she's that kind of a person, so I think it's her own fault that she has an unfeminine nickname.
I mean, I guess.
Damn.
Oh, it's this dude.
Yeah!
Does this dude have a voice?
Yeah, it's your voice.
Oh, this is my voice. We're starting class. Day monitor, the bows.
Teacher for first period enters as Fujini exits. It's like this every morning as Fujini continues homeroom until the very last minute. And the classes end like every other day. There are many kinds of students, the ones that go to clubs, ones that hurry home, and ones that stay in the classroom for no reason. It looks like I won't be in any of those categories. Sorry, Emiya, about the rest of the repairs. Do you have time today? Well, I do have plans, but it's not like I'm just playing around. After all, the main reason I quit the archery club is because I wanted to prioritize work. It's already been 5 years since Father died, and I decided I decided to start working to pay my living expenses. If you work a lot, there are some jobs you just can't refuse. Today's an example. They're restocking inventory at work, and they asked me to come in if I can, as any help is appreciated. But it's certainly not something I have to go to. They're probably just having people come in because they want to party after work. There are two options. What should we do? Student council or go to work?
Jeez, I don't know.
I'll let this one be up to you.
Wow.
Pressure's on. Pressure's on. Make a decision.
Student council, democracy over capitalism. I don't know.
All right, cool. Sounds good. It's something I've started. I should finish the job I began this morning. I'll change my plans. We're finishing the job here from this morning, right? Let's finish the repairs before the exams start. Thank you. Let's go and look at the patient in the art club then. Alright. Oh, and clear the people out of the room, will you? I can't concentrate with people watching me. Of course, I won't let them get in your way. Issa quickly walks out of the hallway, and I follow him out of the classroom in a hurry. Oh yeah, listen to the sick visual novel soundtrack. The sun is already set when we leave the school building. School gates are already closed. It's 7 o'clock and way past curfew, but thanks to Issei, we're not in trouble. You helped me a lot today, so I'll certainly make up for it. So tell me if you need anything. Yeah, I'll tell you if something comes up. I don't think anything will, though. I didn't help him to get something in return, so there's nothing I want from Issei. Jeez, I guess it is a problem to be a good person. It's helpful to have you around, but I can't stand it when other people use you to their liking. Helping others is a good thing, but you should be more picky about who you help. You just help anyone who comes to ask you. Am I that indiscriminate? Yes, and it's just going to let heartless idiots use you as they wish. You're a busy man, so it should be okay for you to decline from time to time. God, just say you love him. The sexual tension here is so thick.
Oh, Shiro.
Shiro.
Would you want to go wrestle? Archery club.
Yes. I can't really tell, but it seems like Issa is worried about me. I've been called helpful since I was in middle school, as I don't turn down requests for help. And I don't ask for anything in return. I guess Issei thinks that's dangerous. But I'm doing it because I want to, and it's not a problem as I decline things that I think are beyond me. It's nothing for you to worry about, Issei. I know myself better than anyone. Besides, helping people is a good thing. It's not something a son of an owner of a temple should be trying to stop. But I think you're going too far in that it might eventually overwhelm you. I'll take your warning. See you tomorrow then. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Issei leaves looking discontented. Issei's house, Ryoto Temple, is up in the mountains, so naturally our routes home go in different directions.
Why do I have a character PowerPoint slide transitions away?
Listen, it was the 1990s, you know?
Was it?
Yeah, it was like 1999 that the visual novel came out. Fact check that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Walking up the road, I noticed there aren't that many people around. The time is around 7:30. There should be people around at this time, but there's no sign of anyone. Oh yeah, there was some crime here in Miyama City only a few days ago. A burglar murdered someone, I think. That must be why there's no one around and why school curfew became 6 o'clock. Gas leaks and murder, huh? It's really been getting dangerous lately. No wonder there have been fewer people walking around at night. It's getting too dangerous to let Sakura go home on her own. Sakura's house is in a residential area on the other side of town. Starting tonight, I should walk her home. Huh? For a moment, I can't believe my eyes. There is someone on the road, which I thought was empty. The person standing above me is as if looking down at me.
I got it.
Without realizing it, I hold my breath.
I got it? I haven't said it. Hold on. Continue.
The silver-haired girl smiles and descends the hill without a sound. As she passes...
You'll die if you don't summon it soon, Oni-chan. Goblin. This is my goblin voice. Goblin. Ugh.
But Berserker.
Berserker.
I go up the hill and reach my house.
Damn, that was crazy. Anyway.
As the lights are on, Sakura and Fujini must be home already. I smell dinner the moment that I enter the living room. At the table are Sakura and Fujini in the middle of dinner. It seems the main dish tonight is chicken and cream, and Fujini, who loves the white sauce, is in a good mood.
Alright. You want to give me some white sauce there, boy?
Sure, I need your white sauce. Oh. Also, I'll let you voice Sakura.
Oh.
Listen, I got a lot of reading to do.
Welcome home, Senpai. We're sorry for starting without you.
Sorry I'm late. I wish I could have come home earlier.
No, you made it. Could you wait a bit? I'll get you dinner ready right away.
Yeah, alright. I'll go and wash my hands, so make sure Fujini doesn't eat my food.
Yes, I will.
I return to my room. It's a fairly empty room compared to the shed, but since I don't have any hobbies, I think it's quite decorated. Oh, Shiro. Most of them are random things Fujini left here, though.
Shiro really is kind of the most basic anime protagonist there is, isn't he?
Oh, listen, it's the trauma. It's all the
Shiro,
trauma.
what are your hobbies, Ochiri? What else?
Fixing stuff.
What else? Helping people? Alright.
There's something else, but I can't tell you because it's a secret.
Yeah.
I wash my hands, change, and return to the living room to find my dinner ready.
Masturbation isn't a hobby, Shiro.
Or is it? Itadakimasu!
I hope it's to your liking.
Sakura is terribly modest. Her cooking skills have vastly improved in the past year.
I guess he does cook, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Like
that's a good hobby to have.
Yeah.
She has me completely beaten at Western food styles, and I can barely beat her in Japanese food styles. Neither of us had touched Chinese. I'm pleased my pupil is getting better, but it's kind of depressing when the teacher's defeated by the student. It's as good as I expected. Chicken becomes harder the longer you cook it. So it's juicier, tastier if you roast it before cooking it, even though it's tedious. That's done perfectly here. It's a master skill, forever beyond the clumsy Fujini.
How is it, Senpai? I think I did quite well today.
It's perfect. The sauce is great too. I guess you had me completely beat when it comes to Western food.
Yeah, meaty food is much better since... Oh.
Yeah, meaty food is... I don't know who's saying this. Yeah, meaty food is so much better since Sakura-chan started cooking it. With that, Fujini, who had been preoccupied with the food, lifts up her head. Oh, Shiro! A student mustn't come home this late.
Oh, you get a free ack.
Oh, God. Ugh. It seems that she's in a bad mood. And that she's seen my face. Even though she was always happy because of dinner. Jeez, I bet you were helping someone again.
But at least you could come home early at times like today, like this. I even told you that it was dangerous in the homeroom. I said it was for your sake, you know.
Can't you tell me that at home instead of in homeroom?
You wouldn't listen if I told you here. It's more effective if I told you at school.
Senpai, I think you're abusing your authority. You shouldn't mix work and private life.
No, it's not enough for Shiro unless I go that far. He's always on the losing side because he's the one helping everyone else. He should at least come straight home and relax sometimes, that idiot.
We get it. He likes to help people.
Hey, what do you mean by idiot? I'm not on the losing side if I help someone and they're helped by it.
Man, I wonder if you got that from Kuritsugu-san. I worry because you're like that.
I don't exactly know what she's worried. Know how she's worried, as she's energetically munching down on her dinner.
Fujimura-sensei, from what you said, has Senpai been like this since he was small?
Yeah, he's always been like that. He's the type that goes to help people in trouble. But he's not meddlesome. He's just a bit precocious.
Fujini laughs dangerously. Fujini, I'll get mad if you say too much. You too, Sakura, don't ask such boring questions. I glare at them. Fujini clicks her tongue and backs down, but...
Fujimura-sensei, please continue.
Sakura is taking the lesson seriously.
Then I shall. See? Shiro is a person who can't ignore someone in trouble. It's like helping the weak and defeating the strong. In the essay he wrote as a child, he said, "My dream is to become a superhero."
Ellipses.
She's talking about things from so long ago. But it's all true, so I don't interrupt.
Also, it's technically not an ellipses, but, you know, whatever.
Pause.
Same effect. Yes.
Anyways, becoming a superhero is a goal that I must not stray from, even now.
Wow. Senpai was a real kid.
What does that mean?
He wasn't one of them fake kids.
Yeah, he was some kid, alright. He would go and help girls being picked on by much older kids. And he'd go do chores around the house because Kuritsugu-san wouldn't.
Wow, Senpai really was a child. He wasn't some sort of skinwalker. Check that off the list.
Oh, phew. All those worries gone.
Man, he was so cute and innocent back then. Why did he have to grow up so crooked?
Probably because of you. Kids think a lot when they see bad adults. Learn to make your own dinner when you say anything like that.
What?
Wah.
Wah.
Fujini crumbles. I thought she might drop her head and repent, but...
Oni-chan is sad. Sakura-chan, can I have another bowl? Yeah, give me another bowl. I need to light up.
Light me up another bowl, Sakura.
Sakura, give me that boof. I need another bowl, boof.
I need to take it off my head pain.
If I don't have it, I won't relax.
Fujini asked for a third bowl. Relaxing after dinner, it's almost 9 o'clock. Well, what shall I do? There's some time before my evening training. I'll take Sakura home. I'll play with Fujini. I'll rest. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I guess take Sakura home.
Oh, it's actually I pressed the comment. I haven't thanked Sakura for dinner yet, so I'll go and talk to her. Yeah, it's getting late, so I should walk her home, too. Sakura is in the living room getting ready to go home. Have you finished the cleaning?
Huh? Weren't you taking a bath, Senpai?
No, I'll take it later. I'll take you home first.
Eh? Take me home?
Yeah, it's getting dangerous outside lately, so I'm going to walk you home. Your house is far away. Let me at least do this since you're coming here.
Like something a skinwalker would do.
Ellipses. Sakura falls into an awkward silence. Did I say something bad?
That's because she knows you're a skinwalker, Shinji. Or Shiro. You're Shinji in there, aren't you? Can't hide from me. Take your skin off. Oh. I'm sorry. I appreciate your concern, but you should stay here. I'm used to going home, so I should be fine by myself.
Well, that may be true, but it's getting dangerous out these days. So I'll walk you home for a bit.
But, if Nissan sees you, you'll be in trouble too.
Oh. That's right. Sakura's brother, Shinji, doesn't approve of Sakura coming to my place. You can't object too strongly because she says she's going to Fujini's house. But it could be a problem if I take her home. I don't care about getting falsely accused myself, but it's not good if Shinji takes out on Sakura. Damn! But I can walk you at least part way, right? We shouldn't run into Shinji somewhere between here and the intersection. Ellipses. Sakura is silent. Considering Sakura, she must not be able to lie to Shinji if I take her home even part of the way. Oh, then...
Shall I walk you home?
A tiger stripe English teacher appears.
She does have stripes.
Oh, yeah, she does.
That's getting the lamb out after the line when I say it's dangerous for a girl to be out at night. Adding another is just...
Oh, wait. No. It's a mistake to call Fujini a girl. Damn! For starters, she doesn't head the archery club for nothing. Her 5th Dan kendo skills are dangerous in many ways. I guess Fujini will be fine. You should be able to fight off any molester.
Right.
As you
murderer,
say.
though?
That's a different story.
You might have the skills to make you an anti-molester, but you have anti-moto skills.
That's the... Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I guess
if-
Fujini will be fine. You should be... Oh, you said that. Sorry, never mind.
Wait, right, so there's nothing wrong with me taking her home. Is that okay, Sakura-chan?
Yes, that's all right with you, Fujimura-sensei.
It's decided. Let's go.
Let's go then. I think I should head home too. Oh, wait. Fujini starts to walk up, taking Sakura's hand.
Oh, hang on, Sakura.
What is it, senpai?
Dinner was good, thanks for everything.
Ellipses. Do you like the feeling of your skin, Shiro? You don't? Well, take it off. Go on. Take off your skin. Yes, I'll do my best again next time if you don't mind, senpai.
Saying so with a big smile, Sakura leaves the living room. I know I'm blushing. It's troublesome if Sakura surprises me a lot these days. Time flies. She was just a junior, and now she's a female junior to me. Alright.
Alright.
How pitiful of me. Sakura's like family to me, so I can't accept this change. Shiro, don't do it.
Shiro! Shiro, no! Shiro, stop! Just the Walter White meme in the back of the car.
And so the day ends. Just before midnight, Emiya Shiro must carry out his daily routine of using magic. I stretch out and adjust my breathing. I try to empty my mind. I
Oh
ignore
shit, he's gonna say the thing.
I try to ignore everything around me and pay attention only to what's inside of me. Trace. On. As if to hypnotize myself, I murmur the spell I'm long accustomed to. No, I really am hypnotizing myself. As I have no magic crest and no knowledge of magic, a spell is only a change to myself. Normally, there are no lines in the human body to allow the passage of magical energy. To artificially change my body to create such a line, I need enough concentration to unify my whole body with every nerve within it. Magic is a battle within yourself. For instance, at this very moment, I am inserting a burning steel rod into my backbone. This metal rod is the only magical circuit I can prepare for myself. When I insert it this deep into my body and connect it to the other nerves, I can finally become a magus. This is not a metaphor. In reality, something like a burning tongue which cannot be seen or felt is being inserted into my backbone. I am a sorcerer.
Fuck.
Emiya Kuritsku, the man who said so, was really a magus. A living magus who performed many marvels and had touched the very structure of the world. As a young child, I admired him and asked him to teach me magic. But as you cannot become a magus through just effort, it requires born talent and appropriate knowledge. And of course, I have no talent, and Kuritsku taught me nothing but magic. He said something about me having no need of such knowledge. I still don't know what he meant by that. But still, it didn't matter to me back then. I thought that if I could use magic, I could be like him. But I was not born with talent. No strength in magic circuit. No accumulated works of magic handed down from me by generations. The work of magic Kuritsku possessed, the magic crest passed down in the Emiya family, can only be passed on to a blood relation. A magic crest forces a rejection on those with no blood relation. So as an adopted son, I cannot receive the Emiya family's magical crest. Well, anyways. As I don't even know what a magic crest is, it doesn't matter if I have one or not. So now it all comes down to is training what I can do. If I really want to become a magus, I have to learn magic fit to my nature. To be blunt, magic is a way to release one's magical energy. You could say that magical energy is my life force. It is divided into two forms: a large source, mana, floating around the world, and a small source, Odo, created inside oneself. It goes without saying that the large source is superior to the small one. The power of mana is on a completely different level from Odo. Whatever the form of magic, a spell using the source far exceeds using one's own power. That is why superior magi excel at drawing magical energy from the world. It's like a filter. A magus turns his own body into a filter, sucks up the mana from the world around him, and changes it into something he can use. This filter is something we call a magic circuit. This is the talent one is born with, and the number of magic circuits within you is determined the moment you were born. A normal human being does not have many magic circuits. To begin with, there are always very few. That is why magi pile them up generation after generation, making their children more suitable to use magic. I hear some families go too far and increase the number of magic circuits by selective breeding. Well, since I was raised in a normal family, I don't have any magic circuits. So that leaves only one method open to me. According to Kuritsku, every person has at least one form of magic they are fit for. He said something about drawing magical energy appropriate to their origin, but I didn't really understand. All I know for sure is that even I have some magic I can use, and that if I train that magic, I may be able to become like Kuritsku. That is why I learned only that magic. That was 8 years ago. After a lot of thought, Kuritsku finally accepted me as a student.
Man, Why am I even concerned about putting too much exposition in my writing?
Right? Ugh. Sorry, I gotta take a sip for my monster. My Monster Energy Ultra Fiesta Mango.
You mean your Ordo, the energy from within?
Please, Odo.
Whatever.
It's
I guess
Adobe.
Ordo is... Your Adobe, yeah.
Gotta get that subscription in order to actually be able to use it.
Your Ordo Xenos within your body.
Hell yeah. Listen, Shiro. To learn magic is to stray away from common sense. You die when you die, and you kill when you must. Our essence is not in life, but in death. Magic is only a way to destroy yourself. I guess I had no fear as a child. Kuritsugu smiled bitterly, putting his hand on the nodding Emiya Shiro. What I will teach you will bring you conflicts. That is why you must not use this in front of people, and you must not cease your practice even though it is difficult to learn. Well, I don't really care if you break that one. The most important thing is the magic is something you must not use for yourself, but for others. If you do that, you may become a magic user, but you will not become a magus. I guess Kuritsugu didn't want me to become a magus. I don't care about that. I don't admire a magus, I admire Kuritsugu. If I can become like Kuritsugu and be there for someone like that on that red day, that will be. I'm thinking needlessly. I feel the iron rod in my backbone slide into place. If I lose control of my breathing now, it would be a fatal mistake. The artificial magic circle will eat away at my body and destroy it. If that happens,
getting all wobbly.
I'll die. I would only be an amateur failing such an elementary step. I grind my teeth and resume the connection. After a battle like walking on needles, the iron rod finally arrives deep within me and fuses with my body. This process took me about an hour.
Like I said, Shiro, masturbation isn't a hobby.
He is the rod and his
bone of his sword.
Yeah. This process took me about an hour. After that much time, I was finally able to make one artificial circuit. One circuit that produces magical energy. Basic structure, analyze. After that, it becomes a process of naturally flowing magical energy. Emiya Shiro is no magus. He is only a magic user who can create magical energy within his body and channel it into objects. There's only one magic possible, which is composition analyze. Strengthening objects. It is a magic of strengthening that reinforces the object's abilities by understanding the object structure and channeling magic energy into it. Basic structure, altar. Before me is a metal pipe. I will channel magic energy into it, performing the simplest magic and reinforces their ability. Basically, channeling your magical energy into something other than yourself is like pouring poison into that object. It is just as the blood of Emiya Shiro is not the blood of the metal pipe. Pumping different blood only accelerates its breakdown. It certainly wouldn't strengthen it. To prevent that and turn the poison into a tonic, one must completely understand the structure of the target and channel the magic energy into small open spaces. Composition, reinforce. It must be easy for a skilled magus, but for me, who cannot even create sufficient magical energy, it is hard as hitting a target 100 meters away. The usual target in archery is about 27 meters away. How much harder is it at many times that distance goes without saying. God! The heat in my body quickly escapes. The burning pillar of my backbone disappears, and the lungs stretched to limit demand air. I arced my back to hold off the daze, almost making me pass out.
Damn, that metal rod is throwing his back out. That's crazy.
Almost blew it out. Ah, damn it, I failed again. There's no change in the metal pipe. It seems that the magical energy I poured into it has evaporated into thin air. It's hard to improve on something that already has form. The thing I'm attempting is like adding something to an already complete work of art. Adding to a complete object risks making it less perfect. Adding unnecessary things will actually decrease the value. That is why the magic of strengthening is simple yet difficult, and only a few magi use it willingly. It's not like I use it willingly either. It can't be helped that this is the only thing I'm good at. It would be much easier if I could just form something out of clay and use it instead, but a substitute in appearance doesn't have the internal structure to match. The junk around here is a good example. When I fail with the strengthening magic, I make some substitute objects to practice and to calm down. But they all end up with nothing inside. I can visualize something's structure easily, so I can make the outside look like the original. But it's empty inside, and of course, it doesn't do anything. I wipe the sweat off my brow. Now that I think about it, I realize my whole body is sweating like I've been drenched in a bucket of water. But I'm lucky it just ended like this. That was really bad. If I had taken a second longer to recover myself, I would have probably destroyed most of my body. If I improved every time I came closer to death, there might be some hope. It's not even that easy. But it is true that you won't improve your magic if you're scared of death. As long as you study magic, death is always right beside you. Even a simple magic repeated every day can go off with a simple mistake, taking the caster's life. The first step of a magus is to accept death. Oh, so sad.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow. As I'm
Our narrator is currently dying.
the smoke from 10 years ago, man. The first step of a magus is to accept death. Kiritsugu said so sadly. Oh yeah, by the way, thanks for the follow. Maybe he meant that he didn't want me to take such a step. Saving someone means not saving someone else. A superhero is really selfish, huh? Kiritsugu said that to me once when I told him I wanted to be just like him. I still don't know what he meant. But Emiya Shiro has to become a superhero who goes around saving people, just like Emiya Kiritsugu. But I still can't even do basic things like this. Why do I get distracted by needless things at the most important times? I'm so stupid! It's not enough to understand the structure of an object with mere vision. A skilled magus only detects what's important and channels magic energy without waste. My dream is to become a superhero. I remember what Fujini said during dinner. I don't think it's embarrassing nor impossible. It's already determined. Emiya Shiro will succeed Emiya Kiritsugu. That's why even though I'm inexperienced, I've done everything I can. I don't know what kind of person a superhero should be, so I can only approach it by helping others within the limits of my own abilities. I have aimed straight for that goal for the past 5 years, but when things go wrong just like this, I do have doubts. Jeez, I don't get it, Father. How can I become a superhero? I look up at the sky through the window. It's not like I can just randomly do good deeds. I think being a superhero is different from just helping others. I know that, but the question is, how can I become one? The difference between the two is the thing I've failed to understand for the past 5 years. Fate's Day night, 1 day, 2.
It's only been a day?
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's been...
How many days are in about?
I don't know how many days there are, but it takes like around like 18 to 20 hours to finish a route.
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna get through the entire route today, since the world is exploding outside.
Well, hey.
Uh,
Also, if you need to take a break from narrating, I can narrate it as well.
all right, cool. I'll let you narrate this day.
My awakening is dark. Perhaps I just don't dream much, but unless something really special happens, I always seem to have the same dream. Sword. What I imagine are swords.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why it is, but this is the only thing that comes into my mind. There's no meaning or reason to it. I may just be one of the aspects. It may just be one of the aspects making up Emiya Shiro. There are no dreams to dream. The only things I recall from sleep are things I was taught a long time ago. For example, about magi. Even if I'm an amateur, if I'm a magus, it's only natural for me to understand the kind of world I live in. To put it simply, a magus is an exception in conflict with modern society. But even exceptions must band together to survive. Father told me that the group of magi is called the Magic Association. He also said that I shouldn't associate with them, but they are the Magic Association.
Why would you associate with the association?
Yes. The group called the Magic Association hides magic and organizes magi. They basically keep watch to see what magi do not affect society. To see that magi do not affect society with magic. The strange part is that they do not prohibit misuse of magic. According to Kuritsugu, the Magic Association is only interested in the concealment of magic. Even if a magus carries out his research at the expense of lives of many ordinary people, the Magic Association will not punish him. The priority is that magic should not become public, so they do not ban magic. So they're crazy people who think you can do anything as long as you don't get caught. Anyway, the surveillance of the Magic Association is thorough. Most magical research would cost the lives of ordinary people, and as a result, the existence of magic would become public. So, the association does not allow research that would harm society.
Society.
So magi stay at home and research quietly, while the normal world carries on unmolested. Hence, the magi only try to hide themselves to escape the association. So perhaps I just don't know it, and a magus lives in this town. Perhaps, Shiro. I hear Fuyuki City is a spiritually excellent area. Such an area always has a distinguished magus with a history. They are called the Second Owner, an elite, and the association entrusts the area to them. Magi who would live in the area must visit them and obtain their permission to construct a workshop. Looking at it like that, were thieves living here without the permission of the landlord? Father was an outlaw who cut ties with the association and moved here without the consent of the administrator of Fuyuki. The owner doesn't know that Emiya Kuritsugu was a magus, and Kuritsugu didn't know who the owner was. With reasoning like that, I think our position is ambiguous. Father, the real magus, has passed away. And I, his son and pupil, don't know the Magic Association and have not the skill to be a magus. From the association's point of view, they would want to catch an amateur like me doing things, but I've seen no movement yet. No, I've heard that Japan is relatively hidden from the eyes of the association. So I think I've just not been found out. But that doesn't mean I can't let my guard down. People say that the eyes of the association are everywhere. On top of that, if you commit a crime with magic, the heretic hunters of the church will come after you. That just means that whatever you use magic for, lack of care will create enemies. I, Emiya Shiro. Just have to study independently, taking that into account. Oh, do you want... Yeah, you can still boy. I wake up to see the sun shining in through the window. The sun may just have been risen, as it's still dark outside.
I'm not really good in the mornings.
I get up, trying not to be defeated by the morning chill, and quickly fold up my futon. It's 5:30. One of my strengths is waking up at this time, no matter how late I go to sleep. I do sometimes make mistakes and wake up late, like yesterday, but I usually wake up early. I think alarm clocks are degenerate.
What does that mean?
I guess. Degenerate, so I haven't used one since I was a kid.
All right, breakfast.
Since I let Sakura do all the work yesterday, I have to return the favor this morning. I should finish preparing before Sakura arrives. I cook rice and make some miso soup. It was radish and carrots yesterday, so I make onion and potato miso soup today. I also make the usual broth egg and broth boil, and I'm done. I cut and salt the sari and stop just before cooking it.
All right, that should do it.
It's almost 6 o'clock. I finished earlier than expected, so I have some extra time. So what should I do?
Yeah, I guess I can train a bit if I had this much time.
The morning exercises are my daily routine, so I'll go and move my body a bit. The Emiya household has a splendid dojo. It was built for pleasure when the house was built, so there's no particular purpose for it.
Well, Fujini is using it for herself, though.
I hear that this place was Fujini's playground even before I came here. But I became Kiritsugu's student and started using this place a lot, so Fujini hated me back then.
Well,
there's only one thing to do now that I'm here. Even a magus cannot neglect to train their body. One of the requirements for a magus is to have excellent physical abilities. While Kiritsugu was alive, we had many matches here. Well, it was pretty much him beating on me, so I didn't learn anything but how to win in a fight. But I think I learned the difference between a fight and a battle. In other words, I was taught the difference between killing your opponent and beating your opponent. Knowledge and experience are different. Unless I know in advance, it's hard to tell whether I'm involved in a fight or a murder. It's a simple story. Also, as long as you learn magic, you might destroy yourself, and times will come when you have to fight.
it is kind of long.
Yeah. For a magi, a fight means killing each other. So I think what Kiritsugu wanted to teach me was to prepare my mind for the prospect of death. But it's been a while since my teacher passed away. On my own, all I can do are simple exercises. Things like push-ups, sit-ups, and stretching. Not too different from the morning practices I did in archery club. The only difference is that if I'm training lightly or heavily. Good morning, Senpai. Have you finished preparing breakfast today? Already? Yeah.
Yeah, breakfast is done. All that's left is setting up the table and cooking the fish.
Oh, I'll help then. Oh, I'm doing it to Fuji-san. Oh, I'll help then. I'll prepare the dishes. Sakura is cheerful. And behind that, admirable Junior.
Oh, this is the smell of Shiro's omelet. I see you're making breakfast this morning.
Fujine moves slowly to the table.
Well, that aside.
First, I have to cook the fish I've prepared.
Sakura, can you use the dishes in the middle? That will make it look better.
Huh? This one with bumps?
Yeah, that. You have to think about the plates too, or you'll be too one-sided. Oh, and the radish is already grated.
Sakura takes out a dish from the back. I think I saw a faint bruise on her wrist when she leaned forward.
Hold on, Sakura.
Yes, what is it, senpai?
What's that mark on your wrist?
Oh. She looks away awkwardly. And that tells me who caused that bruise.
Shinji again, huh? What does he think he's doing, beating on his sister?
That's not it, senpai. Well, I fell and hurt myself. I'm a bit slow, you know? So I fall and get hurt a lot.
Don't be stupid. How can you get a bruise like that from falling over? It seems Shinji isn't getting tired of beating up. It seems Shinji isn't tired of getting beaten up yet.
No, senpai. This doesn't have anything to do with Nissan. I really did this to myself, so you can't get mad.
Ellipses.
Sakura falls silent. Hence the ellipses. Sakura looks calm, but she is pretty obstinate. It's useless to say anything to her now.
Alright, if you say so, I'll leave it at that. But if I see it again, I won't be able to hold back.
Yes, I'm sorry, senpai.
Why are you apologizing? It's Shinji's fault.
Ellipses. At this mention of Shinji's name, Sakura looks away awkwardly. In other words, he is the cause of that bruise. Mato Shinji has a bad habit of being hard on his sister Sakura.
Yeah, hard on.
Stop. I first noticed it about a year ago. Sakura was injured sometimes, and she just evaded my question when I asked about it. When I asked Shinji about it, of all things, he said he was the one who hit Sakura. When I asked him why he hit her, he said that he just hit her because he felt like it. After that, I got pissed and did to Shinji what he did to Sakura. Since then, we've been estranged. I still don't regret punching him, but I think it's my fault that Sakura is being treated worse. Senpai, did you work things out with Nissan?
Huh? Yeah, I did. We didn't have to fight or anything. We didn't have a fight or anything, so it's not like there was anything to work out.
It might be like that for you, but Nissan thinks you guys got into a fight. So, well, please be careful. Sakura says strange things sometimes.
Be careful. You mean of Shinji? Shinji?
Yes, I think Nissan thinks of you as an enemy. And he thinks that you quit the club because of him.
That's not true. Me quitting the club had nothing to do with Shinji. Well, maybe a bit, but it's still not something that you should worry about. Like Shinji says, it is certainly indecent.
I point at my right shoulder. There's a scar there. It happened a year and a half ago. A shipment collapsed on me during work, and I hurt my right shoulder. I got out with just a broken bone, but the shipment was a hazardous one, and I got a burn on my skin.
Oh, so that's what happened. That's why you quit.
After that accident, I quit the archery club. You are correct.
Yeah, they never actually mentioned that in the anime. It was like,
Yeah,
I just quit.
My school archery club emphasizes formalities as they let us shoot formally even as students. The men expose their right shoulder when they shoot. Shinji commented that it might be indecent for someone shooting formally to have a scar on their shoulder. Since I was getting busy with work, I quit the archery club right then. Senpai, I might be persistent, but are you really not shooting anymore? Fujimura-sensei said your injury shouldn't be a problem.
What are you saying? Fujini wouldn't think it's a problem, even if I broke every bone in my body.
Senpai, I'm being serious. Sakura glances up at me, like she wants to say something. I should answer seriously too, but I can't give her the answer she wants.
I don't have time to do club activities for now. I like archery, but it's not something I prioritize. So I'm taking some time off from it.
How long is some time?
I guess until I feel like it. I'll try to make it back before you graduate. Welcome me then, Sakura.
I pat Sakura's shoulder. Sakura stares blankly for a while and then... Oh, yes, I'll be waiting, senpai. And she nods so powerfully that it seems she might drop the plate she's holding. Also, how long did you want to stream for? It's almost 7:30. I'll just continue while you think. It's almost 7:30. Sakura and Fujini have already left for their morning club practice.
I'd probably get to when he summons Saber and then see where we are right about then.
Yeah, that works. I went to school early yesterday because Issei wanted me to. But I leave my house at the usual time today. I've run into an unusual scene when I reach the intersection. Several police cars are parked outside the house. Because I'll be honest, it's going to be an hour before we get to Saber. So that's probably a good time, yeah.
Yeah.
Something must have happened, as it's noisy and a lot of people are surrounding the area. I'm curious, but I cannot tell what's going on with all the people surrounding it. I have no time, so I should prioritize school. I reach school 10 minutes before the bell. I enter the main building, as usual. Main gate, as usual.
Hey,
Someone's saying something.
Hey, good morning, Emio. Oh, it's you. You? What? You haven't changed yet, Mitsuzuri? Wait. Oh.
I think you skipped it really quick.
What? Have you not changed yet, Mitsuzuri? It's almost homeroom. You shouldn't have time to say hello to me. You're right. You're as cold as always, Emiya.
She laughs as if something is really funny. Mitsuzuri Ayako. Nailed it.
Hell yeah.
She was my classmate in first year, and she's now the captain of the archery club. She's very insightful, and everyone expected her to become captain since the first year. Well, in other words, her mental age is older than her real age, so she's been older sister type to everyone. She's been the older sister type everyone counts on since she was a first year. Though, she gets mad when people say that. According to her, she's not that old.
Were you just thinking badly of me? I wouldn't dream of it. I was just thinking objectively about the truth. Though, it's up to you, if you want to feel angry about it.
Damn, can she read our thoughts?
That's why she wasn't big in the anime, is because you can't read the audience thoughts. You don't say. That's good. You always answer honestly, but you never revealed what you were thinking about. You don't let your guard down like Shinji does. Shinji? What does he have to do with this? Because you guys are friends.
Yeah.
You're the only male friend he has, right? And you might have forgotten, but I'm captain of the archery club. Don't you think it's only natural for me to connect with the current problem student and the current problem student that quit? Yeah, that's certainly natural. The archery club has nothing to do with it, but I certainly do have an unsavory and inseparable relationship with him. Oh, that makes me mad. You always get so cold when you talk about the archery club. You got it nice. You left Shinji behind and just quit. Couldn't you think about those you left behind like me and Sakura? Huh? Did Shinji do something again? A day doesn't pass when he doesn't do something. But still, yesterday was a bit too much. He even made a guy from the first year quit.
Mitsuzuri sighs seriously.
Serious.
Rare for her. Serious sigh. It's rare for her to make a face like this, but even more than that, I can't ignore what she just said.
What's that? A student quit. Why? Shinji took his anger out on him. He got a load of female students around him and made the kid who barely started handling bows shoot. He laughed at him until he hit the target. Huh? And you let that happen? Of course I didn't, but a captain's busy, you know. I can't always be in the dojo, you know that. Oh, that's true. But what the hell is Shinji thinking? Does he teach very... He does teach very harshly, but he's not the type to make fun of people like that.
Isn't he?
I'm surprised you really are like that. Huh? What do you mean by that? You're just thinking badly of me? Oh, I was just thinking objectively about the truth, so it's up to you if you want to feel angry about it. Stop copying me. Fine, but what about Shinji? Why did he act like that? From what I hear, it's something like getting turned down harshly by Tosaka. Huh? You mean that Tosaka? There's no other Tosaka at our school. I'm talking about the honors student in class 2A, Miss Perfect, Tosaka Rin. I don't think I've heard that nickname before.
It's the first time I've heard the nickname, but I would probably agree with it. With Tosaka involved, I can understand even Shinji getting turned down, and most of all, if it was Tosaka, I can see her refusing him mercilessly.
Anyway, Shinji's been like this since yesterday. That's why I had to keep an eye on him in the dojo until now today. Shinji has a nasty temper. I know it's hard, but keep the hard work, Mitsuzuri. Okay, but Shinji never knows when to stop, you know? I feel like he always does something really bad when he asks her... If he asks her... He'll do something really bad if he asks... it should be good now.
I will confirm. It looks like it's doing something. Alright, it's back up.
Hey, we're back! Oh wait, I need to get back to the screen.
I mean, I can see what's going on.
But he can't help himself if the person he turned down comes near him. I don't know why, but when Tosaka comes and visits the dojo pretty often, you quit so you wouldn't know.
That's the first I've heard of it. Tosaka Rin doesn't do any club activities for personal reasons. I thought she went straight home since she even turned down the recommendation to join the student council.
Well, maybe that sort of thing is good every now and then. He has a hearty attitude, so it might be good for him to have a hard time for once.
Mitsuzuri says some dangerous things. Come to think of it, I heard that Tosaka has many enemies. Could Mitsuzuri be one of them?
Hey, Mitsuzuri, that's going to... Oh, it's almost time. Bye, Emiya. Come and see my archery skills sometime.
Mitsuzuri hurries off. Mitsuzuri, PowerPoint transfers away.
She's just
Transition,
like that.
that's what I'm looking for.
She's just like always. Always PowerPointing away.
But I like that part of her.
The PowerPoint.
Feeling calmer now, I head for the classroom.
The PowerPoint part of her.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's lunchtime. Our school has a splendid cafeteria and most students eat there. But there are some old-fashioned students who bring their own lunches. Two of them happen to be me and the student council president in front of me.
Emiya, could you give me some of that fried chicken? My lunch is desperately lacking in meat. Sure. Why is your lunch so plain? You live in a temple. But...
Oh, just fuck already. My lunch is desperately lacking in meat.
Oh, I need your white sauce.
Without further ado, let's suck some dick.
Let's celebrate and suck some dick. Sure, but why is your lunch still plain? You live in a temple. But there aren't any teachings prohibiting meat or alcohol, right? Such anachronism. It's just my father's way. He says there's no luxury foods for a young priest and that I should have to work for what I want. I'm thinking about running away and joining the circus. Oh yeah, that sounds like that guy.
Issei's father is the priest of Ryudo Temple, and a bold guy who's old friends with the old man at Fujini's place. You can't expect a normal personality when he's friends with a guy like that.
When the priest is friends with the Yakuza boss.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I'll give you one in the hopes of repayment someday. I'm not sure who's talking. I see.
I hand him my lunchbox.
Thank you. This too is part of my religious training.
Issei bows deeply. How can I put this? I never know what to say when things like this remind me that he's the son of a priest.
Oh, by the way, Emiya, did you know that there's something going on the 2nd Avenue? It's right around the intersection where we part. Intersection?
2nd Avenue? Metal Gear?
Metal Gear?
The intersection this morning. He must mean the clamor with all the police cars.
I heard there was a murder! I don't know.
Murder!
A murder, she says! I don't know the details, but of the family of 4, only the child survived. They say the older sister and the parents were stabbed to death. But what was strange is that I think the weapon was a long one, not a knife or something.
Isn't that a Bazette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some sort of a lance or a spear?
A long weapon. He must mean something like a sword. Yeah, Shiro, right. It was a murder, so that must mean the sister and the parents were killed. Yeah, Shiro, that's what that means. I picture it. Someone barging in during the night. Unjust violence. A one-sided pillage like an accident. Slashed parents. The sister killed without even knowing what's going on. To the side, the child covered in their blood.
Okay, calm down, Shiro. It's bringing up his PTSD flashbacks from the Fuyuki fire.
Yes.
Issei, have they caught the murderer? It doesn't seem like it. Accidents from faulty construction in Shinto and the murder here, it's no wonder they're making the curfew here at school here. What's wrong, Emiya? Did you choke on something? Nothing, what's wrong? No, I was just surprised since you had a nasty expression. Sorry, this wasn't something I should have talked about during lunch.
Issei tries to soften the air apologetically. I was fine with the topic, but was I really making such a nasty face? And then there's a quiet knock on the door. Excuse me. Is Ryudo here?
Oh, what is it, Sensei?
Issei addresses Kuzuki, who just entered. It must be a simple talk about the student council, as Issei seems pretty relaxed.
Wow.
That's not something you see every day. Despite his appearance, Issei's very shy. The guy who draws a line against his classmates and even his teachers is letting his guard down with Kuzuki.
Maybe they just get along because they're both so serious.
You said that out loud, Shiro.
He did.
It's weird. Kuzuki Saichiro, the teacher in charge of Class 2A, is serious and stubborn. Probably that aspect helps him get along with Issei, who prizes order and discipline. The two continue to talk. All the while, I can get the story of the murder out of my head. Classes end, and it's time to go home. I cannot go anywhere as I have work today. I should leave school and go straight to the neighboring town, but I'm worried about the conversation I had this morning, so I've made my way to the archery club before I knew it.
Jeez, what am I doing?
According to Mitsuzuri, yes, Tosaka Rin comes here often. Well, I really don't care about that. Damn, gotta. But I know that Shinji getting angry at her is going to be a problem.
Shinji just doesn't know when to stop when he's angry.
It's bad if Shinji gets violent, just because she turned him down. I don't know why it's bad, it's just bad.
I don't know, the person with the history of abusing women might be something to worry about.
What could go wrong, Shiro? You know, your best friend, Shinji, I guess. It makes me feel bad just thinking about it, so I have to stop it from happening.
Oh, Tosaka's not here.
Tosaka isn't around. Mitsuzuri's worries were needless.
Do you want to voice Ren?
Oh, is this?
I'm assuming it is.
Oh, who's not here?
I
spin around.
Oh,
it's...
So who's not here?
And there's Issei, whom I just left behind.
Oh, it's you, Issei. Don't scare me like that. Well, you were looking at the dojo suspiciously. So, who's not here? Tosaka. I heard that she had an argument with Shinji yesterday, so I came to see how things were. Oh, wow, that is suspicious. You gave your reasons without being asked. I only asked you who wasn't here. I shouldn't concern you. Yes, that's right, but it's useless, Emiya. Tosaka wouldn't be here. That's because she intentionally skipped school today. What?
Skipped school? So she was absent today?
I see. She's absent. Wait, Issei, how can you say she skipped school? I don't think she'd do such a thing. Of course she will. She won't catch a cold as I see it. She's evil. You'll be eaten if you let her looks deceive you, Emiya.
Somehow, Issei's words annoy me. It's true. I don't know why that's so funny. It's true that I don't know her, but I can't imagine that she's a bad person.
You're going too far, Issei. Tosaka can't be like that. What, you're after Tosaka too? Oh, I'm sorry. Please ignore what I just said.
Yeah?
That's how long it's been.
Maybe you should update it.
I probably should update it, yeah.
As it seems to be made of... It seems to be propped up on popsicle sticks and Q-tips to keep it running.
Yeah, after the stream, I'm definitely gonna update it.
Alright.
Oh, right, I gotta jump back over to the thing. It's not unrewarded. Oops. It's not unrewarded since I haven't done it, but Issei, didn't you say something was strange? Huh? You mean that going after Tosaka is in bad taste? Yeah, Tosaka is really popular. I haven't heard any bad rumors about her. Yes, none, and that's exactly what I don't like about it.
Issei looks away, snorting.
What don't you like about it? Everything! The woman is a fox, a schoolgirl, a monster! I just don't like her psychologically. I won't say anything bad, but you should hate her too.
I don't want to say anything bad, but you should try to hate her too. Alright, I guess.
Issei, don't you always say we shouldn't talk badly about people behind their backs? Idiot, this doesn't count as talking behind their back. I'm speaking so that she can hear it.
Ah, no wonder I feel someone's eyes from the archery dojo. Thank God. I'm so glad Tosaka is absent.
Please, Issei, please restrict yourself to talking behind someone's back. People's backs. Alright, if you say so. But I wasn't insulting her at all. I was only saying that I'm on guard against her. That should be within my rights. But you were saying things like monster and fox.
Fox isn't that bad. And I think the term schoolgirl is discrimination.
No, that was just phrase. There are good foxes and monsters too. I only applied the terms to describe Tosaka. Katsu.
Issei laughs.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
Tosaka, that monster.
Tosaka, that monster. Could you do the Discord stream too? That probably also doesn't help. But...
Oh, it's the... Oh, right.
Yee.
There we go. There we go.
He must feel refreshed now that he said everything he wanted as he leaves calmly.
Yeah, calmly.
Yeah. I've known him for 2 years now, but I still don't understand his personality.
You don't understand Shinji either.
He doesn't understand a lot of people. 20 minutes after taking the bus from my school, I arrived at the neighboring town of Shinto across the bridge.
That bridge.
Hey, it's that bridge.
Oh, it's not 5 o'clock yet? I guess I still have some time.
Miyama City is a residential district, so it's hard to find part-time jobs there, but the developing Shinto has many available. The school rules allow for part-time jobs, so I work a few easy ones. Within them, I prefer hard physical labor that ends as quickly as possible. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as it builds my body while I get paid for it. Today's job is a simple loading job from 5 to 8 o'clock. Even though it's only 3 hours, there's 6 hours worth of work to do. They make you run around without a minute's rest.
Maybe you should look into like some labor laws or something.
Nah, he loves it. So I should rest when I can, even if it's just for 10 minutes.
See, Shiro, this is people taking advantage of you.
Yeah. Maybe Shiro shouldn't become an engineer. He'll just die at the age of 30.
Yeah.
It's a waste of energy walking around until my job, so I guess I'll rest in the park.
Yeah, becoming an archer is actually like the longest.
The good end. Avoiding Japanese labor. This park among the buildings is like a big field. I mean, it is a big field. A park should be filled with people like families and lovers on the weekends, but it's empty here now. No, this place is always desolate.
This place is the same as always.
Desolate. I'm a bit sad. The utterly neglected ground looks awful compared to the neatly organized surroundings. The desolate area makes the wind feel cold. This is the remains of a conflagration 10 years ago, and this is the place where I was saved from burning to death. Oh.
I wonder why they don't plant grass around here. It's a waste to keep it like this.
It's a large area, so if they retiled it, the park would get bigger. Retilled it. Thinking absent-mindedly, I sit down on a bench. I stare at the burned land to pass the time. And how depressing. I'm just going to sit and look at the scarred, scorched park to pass the time before my intense labor job. I don't remember what happened here back then. I probably don't remember because I was a kid and it would have been an easy scene to memorize.
Also,
it wouldn't have been an easy scene to memorize.
Yeah, it would have been fucking horrific.
Yeah. All I can remember is that it was hot and I couldn't breathe. And that people died trying to save others. Hey, with all the smoke outside, it's like we're immersed.
Yeah. I wonder why.
For example, an adult that tried to save a child from a burning house. He saved the child but died in its place. For example, there were people who had their throats burned. They gave what little water they had to one guy, and the others died. For example, there was someone who ran alone to get away from the fire as fast as possible, and everyone that he passed on the way died. And for example, people who died because they gave away something that was saving them, only to save others they didn't even know. I didn't like things like that. It makes me mad that those who tried hard were sacrificed. Am I greedy to want an ending where everybody is safe and happy? All I wanted was to see people relax peacefully, so why couldn't I manage such a simple thing? That's difficult. What you want is to save everyone. Kuritsugu answered so to the question I asked as a child. Of course, as a child, I denied it. Because Kuritsugu saved me. I knew he was a sorcerer who could do anything. I knew he was a superhero who couldn't ignore people in need, who saved them for no benefit. So I believed Kuritsugu could have saved everyone back then. When I told him that, he made a troubled expression and said something that I remember to this day. Shiro, saving one person means not saving another. Look, a superhero can only save the people he has saved. It's obvious, but that is the definition of a superhero. I understand that. It's obvious now that he said it. Let's say there's a robber and some hostages, and the robber intends to kill the hostages. With normal methods, most of the hostages will be killed. Even if you use miraculous method to save all the hostages, there will still be one person who isn't saved. That, of course, is the robber whose hostages were rescued. The people a superhero saves are only those he decides to save. That's why even God cannot save everyone.
All the more so. If it's a natural disaster, no one could have saved everyone.
The fire 10 years ago was like that. It's not something I, who was miraculously saved from it, can talk about now.
But I don't want that.
I don't want such a thing. I don't want help that has a limited capacity. You have to help, no matter how impossible it is. I can't stand to have strangers dying around me like that, like back then. So if I had been there 10 years ago, even if it was impossible, I would have gone into the fire and...
I would certainly have died in vain.
Hey, oh, never mind. Look, the image is unlimited blade work. Oh wait, that's your image. So that's for certain. Geez, I'm hopeless.
Yeah, it's already 5 o'clock.
The 5 o'clock bell rings. I stand up and quickly make my way to work. When my job's done, the sun has already set. It's a bit before 8. I finished 10 minutes early because I worked too hard. It seems I worked frantically since I went to that place before work. Here in front of the station, the night's getting started. There's a lot of people and a constant flow of cars on the road. The buildings are still lit up, and just looking at them makes me feel like I'm watching a grand festival of illumination.
I guess I don't have to buy anything for Fujini.
I walk while looking up at the lighted building. It's the biggest building in Shinto, so I can't see the top of it clearly. I just gaze up at the building, just enjoying the night's scenery.
Huh?
When I think I see something out of place,
What was that?
I stop and stare at the rooftop. I focus my eyes, looking at the thing as small as a grain of something. Sand?
Rice.
Yes.
What the?
It looks like someone I know. Why is she there? What would she be doing there? With her long hair fluttering and doing nothing, she's looking down at the town. It doesn't seem like she notices me down here. No, there's no way she could see me. She's so high up that I, with better eyesight than most, can barely see her by improving my vision with magical energy. Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
I can recognize her since she's standing there alone, but there's no way she would notice me down here among all these people. She's just looking down at the town. Maybe she's looking for something, as I can feel her sharp stare even down here. I forget about time and I keep looking up at the girl standing in the sky. She is on top of a tall tower. She's like a witch, looking down at the earth with the moon behind her.
Oh.
And then she must be done with whatever she was doing as she disappears. Her figure has disappeared and the scene returns to the beautiful view of night.
That was Tosaka, right?
I have no proof, but I think I'm right.
Oh, the stream came back. Well, shit. Okay, so, hey. So the stream keeps crashing. So, we're gonna call it here. We'll probably come back next Thursday and continue the stream. Probably do it, like, every Thursday for, like, 2 or 3 hours every day. Yeah. So, hope you like that. Hope you like learning about Fate. And hey, we're just getting started. I am the bone of my sword!